And welcome back, guys, to the Code Dota Weekly, week number 7. This is the grand finals this week between Team EXE and Team RJK, which, oddly enough, is pretty awesome. I'm not sure how everyone else feels about it, but I'm very excited to see a new team facing off one of the top competitors that we have in our tournament each week. Team EXE seems to really kind of drive the ball in a lot of their team plays. So we're going to see how this plays out. This is a best of 3, just keep that in mind. So both teams have a good amount of chances to really see how the other team plays and kind of see how each team is going to really kind of counter each other and whatnot. I'm very excited. I'm not sure how you feel, Tony.
Yeah, I'm excited as well because RJK is also a good team. They were in the finals last week against Team Rampage for a kill. They came up short, but they pushed it to a 3-game series, so we should see is both teams are very skilled. As we know, Millen plays that great Shadow Fiend, great Queen of Pain solo mid that I have not forgotten, and we shall see is RJK goes ahead and bans out Lycan and Chen, pretty standard bans, and EXE goes ahead and bans out Queen of Pain and Invoker. So pretty good bans. As they remember that Queen of Pain by Millen probably, and then RJK goes ahead and takes out that Nature's Prophet.
Keep in mind that Brewmaster is still in the play too here as well, so whoever gets Brewmaster is going to have a pretty good time dealing with a lot of issues early on, but Brewmaster does not make it through the first set of bans, and he gets banned last. Windrunner is the first pick for Team RJK. And Tidehunter, we actually see a Tidehunter and Leshrac for the first time this week in this tournament this week, which is really, really nice. I enjoy the Tidehunter Leshrac combo, pretty potent there, especially with Tidehunter's Ravage and Leshrac's AoE damage to really damage pretty much the entire team. But for the full set of bans for both teams, Lycan, Chen, Nature's Prophet, Queen of Pain, Invoker, and Brewmaster are all 3 of the bans so far that we have. Picks-wise are going to be Windrunner for Team RJK and Tidehunter and Leshrac from Team EXE. So we're going to see a pretty standard game so far. But,
yeah, I'm surprised that they let Tidehunter and Leshrac slip through. I would definitely, it might just be me, but I would take Tide over Windrunner. That's just me.
Well, you know, Tidehunter is one of those heroes that when you pick him, you know his ult's going to go off no matter what you do unless you can combo stun him. But then you're kind of stuck with not having your stuns for other heroes. So you might as well just let him get the Ravage off and just kind of deal with him.
Yep, true.
My cat wants food again, and I just fed him an hour ago, and he's not going to get any more food.
But Tide Leshrac is pretty nasty.
Yeah. RJK taking their good time at really picking which heroes they want. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Not sure why they're taking too long of a time. This is only the first pick here, so it's best to use your bonus time to use that in your last bans and picks there. We are seeing Sand King being picked up by RJK, and nothing else. They're really thinking this through. They really are trying to say, okay, what do we want? They only have 15 seconds left, and they have no more bonus time.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have bonus time in the next 3 set of picks, but they go ahead and pick up Morphling. Surprising, but not really. I hope they go Shotgun Morph, you know, the Eternal Blade Morph. That'd be a good way to deal with Rhinomancer and Leshrac and Tide, but we shall see how this game goes. I like each team's pick so far as RJK goes ahead and bans out Shell Shaman, and EXE goes ahead and bans out Crystal Maiden.
You know, Morphling is a kind of a interesting pick with this team combination. I love Morphling. I love watching him play. He's a really hard hero to play as well. I think that he will do a really good job at shutting down Leshrac and possibly shutting down Tidehunter if he does go that shotgun build. The shotgun build is very, very effective against single targets. if he gets that Ethereal Blade, he's able to turn heroes into like a netherly looking kind of shadow form, and it does extra damage to them when he uses his adaptive strike. So that build's very popular, but it's also very hard to pull off because you need a lot of farm.
Yeah, it's recommended. I mean, it's easy against low HP heroes. You can get it, and you could possibly take one out of the team fight really quick, like a Veno. If you get down to Veno, that means no Veno alt, no Gale. So if they pick up a Dark Seer here, I really like that pick.
Oh, this is going to be tough for Team EXE to deal with because that epicenter and that vacuum is just going to deal a ton of damage to their team fights. They do have that Ravage and they do have that Veno. Keep that in mind. I mean, EXE has a lot of AoE power as well, but it's going to be very difficult for them to really kind of touch the Darkseer because he's able to farm really, really well.
Especially if he's in the jungle. He's one of those heroes that can get... He's not really used in the jungle too much, but if you put him in the jungle, that ion shell, it's just nasty. As EXE
and there's the AM.
Picks up the anti-mage. Curious to see if RJK will go ahead and pick up Shadow Demon. Is he still in the pool? And he's well known as the best counter to anti-mage. So curious to see here.
He really is, because if he uses that disruption on anti-mage, then anti-mage is going to have to worry about two copies of himself attacking him. So it'll be interesting to see how well RJK handles an anti-mage, because anti-mage is one of those heroes it's pretty easy to counter now. It's pretty well knowledge. Shut down his lane, shut down his jungle if he chooses to jungle. But it'll be interesting. But we are seeing the Enigma. That was actually a very, very smart pick there by the RJK, because Vengeful was banned. Beastmaster is the last and final hero for EXE. So both teams have a lot of really, really good teamfight capabilities and a lot of really, really good pushing power as well. So it'll be interesting to see how each team kind of reacts to the situation that they are put in. For Team RJK, we have Backpack being played by Enigma. We have Tinfoil played by Morphling. We have... what the heck? Cal Kuso, I believe is how you say his name. Cal Kuso played by Sand King. And where'd the other heroes go? Come back here. We have Windrunner being played by Millen. And we have Lull being played by Darkseer. And apparently they want to...
Yeah, they want a best of one. Both teams agreed to it, but it's up to you. They EXE has people that have finals tomorrow. Yeah, so they just want to see if they can get a best of one for the championship. And both teams.
Cool.
Yeah, so we'll just see one game. Sadly, it's kind of sad to only see one game, but it's late at night. but
we'll honestly, one game is going to be good because both teams have really, really good, really good hero comps right now. So.
Yeah, and plus.
I love doing this in the middle of a game and not, beforehand.
The battle begins.
Oh well, whatever. Hey, so why don't you reintroduce the reintroduce? Why don't you introduce the Dire team?
All right, on the Dire we have playing the Venomancer. We have EXE Rom in the top tri-lane. We have EXE CM has nice boobs playing Leshrac. In the mid lane we have Primrose Everdeen playing the Beastmaster down bottom, and we have EXT Stoic on the Tidehunter, who's had pretty epic ults with every hero he played that was ult dependent.
Yeah.
So look for EXT Stoic to have some great ults today, as they're gonna now. It's gonna be Darkseer in the suicide lane. As he's just gonna sit there and take some anchor smashes to the face. But yeah, Darkseer is really good in the suicide lane because of his ion shell. He could put it on his creep wave or the enemy creep wave and easily pick up CS. So that's good. He's in a good lane right now. This is the same team we saw. I don't know if you remember this, Badge, but they love that Morphling Sand King Leshrac tri-lane. You remember that lane last week? They ran that. RJK ran the same strats. They love the Morphling Sand King dual lane or tri-lane.
Yeah, it's really nice to see actually Windrunner being played mid for once. That's a kind of a rare occasion. You don't see that especially against the Leshrac. I mean, Leshrac does have that split earth and does have that edict ability, but Windrunner has a lot of good just kind of escape power as well. So keep that in mind. She's able to actually shut down almost Leshrac immediately. I mean, if we kind of watch her a little bit, she does a lot more damage to him. She has a lot more auto attack damage. We are seeing Darkseer in that suicide lane, but as you said, with that Iron Shell, he's just able to do so much more damage. And it's going to cause Anti-Mage to take quite a bit of damage if he wants to stay in the lane here. Tidehunter trying to back off Darkseer. Going to really be able to push off Darkseer's farm, really. But that Iron Shell, again, just doing a very good job at just getting a lot of that farm there. We are seeing Beastmaster pick up that illusion here. Might be going for First Blood to try and get the Sand King. But Sand King is going to try and catch Beastmaster here. I'm not sure why he was getting so close. I feel that was kind of a mistake there. You don't want to push out too far as Sand King at the lower levels because you don't have a lot of HP. Got to really be careful.
As you see, Millen's a great solo mid player. He's one of my favorite solo mid players to watch. As you see, he's just punishing. CM has nice moves every time he goes up because he has a longer attack range. This is what you want to do when you play solo mid. He has a longer attack range than the Shrek. So every time the Shrek gets close to every time the Shrek gets close to get the last hit, Millen just punches him with right-click auto attack because he knows that he has a longer attack range, so he's only going to be able to get 2 to 3 hits off on the Shrek as he tries to get some CS. So good play from Millen. But CM has nice moves. He's also a pretty decent solo mid player as well. As he has Edict. Edict is just one of the most nastiest skills on the Shrek. As we see bot now, Shine wants us to take a look at bot. As we see maybe Beastmaster might go down.
Well, Morphling did just use waveform, so keep that in mind. But Morphling doesn't have any mana left, and he doesn't have any. He doesn't have Adaptive Strike either. So Beastmaster should be able to get away pretty well. I mean, Sand King does not have Burrow Strike unless he did just cast it. But looking at the pause, it has been casted for a little bit longer than that, so I don't believe that it was casted. But we're going to see if First Blood does kind of pause here. 1 second. We're having some issues here.
Yeah, Venom Mentor, the team captain for EXE, disconnected. So right now we have Sand King. Sand King looks like he gets the stun off if he has 8 seconds. I doubt they'll dive it so early on, but yeah.
Darn internet.
Yeah. Hey, I'm using AT&T.
AT&T sucks. They actually forced me into a contract without telling me. So I do not like AT&T. I will be switching to a. You probably have Uverse though.
Yeah, I have Uverse.
Uverse is not actually owned by the official AT&T company. They are a sub whatever company you want to call it, or business technical term, and they actually have completely different support, customer support, completely different like everything. So that's why they're better than the actual AT&T people, which is funny. So.
Yeah, I had 8 regular.
Shut up, Shiny. Not everyone is rich and can afford good internet. Douchebag.
Yeah, Shine. Douchebag.
He's like, I have Google Fiber. Sucks to be you. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Pay by me, Google Fiber. I don't care.
I don't care if it's out yet. You're probably gonna be getting it. So shut up.
Yeah, you'll get it though because Google Fiber. I can't say what I want to say on stream, but yeah.
Freaking rich boy over here.
Yeah, rich boy. Or you can afford Google once you get affordable 5. Yeah, give us some money for the tournament then, you rich fuck. All right, but back to Dota now. As we take a look at the gold graph, it's only about 200 in advantage for the Dire.
Okay, so Shiny, while we're waiting, why don't you come on your mic and explain Google Fiber to us?
It's just so funny. Google is coming out with a fiber optics internet service later this year. It's going to be across the entire nation of the U.S., and it's going to be affordable fiber optics internet for the whole nation. It's going to be 5 gig internet, and it's supposed to be, I don't know exactly what the price will be, but it's supposed to be affordable for the everyday household.
Affordable. So like $20 a month, that's affordable in the average household. I hope they realize that, because the average person has the $20 internet connection.
No, this is true. Well, we'll have to see how much it costs, but I'm excited for it. It's definitely
Me
supposed
too,
to be
because
better than anything available.
I'm sick of my 700 kbs per second. It sucks.
Hopefully it's good internet to the point where people can actually, afford it, and it's really good. I mean, I want good internet. I have okay internet, but not really. It's decent. It's not really that bad.
Hi, Cat. Can you not, like, claw my legs? I would appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, apparently the guy is trying to come back, and his internet's not cooperating. Okay, cool. So he's getting there. My cat Dipstick wants to say hello. You want to say hi? Can you meow for me? No? Okay. Hey. Anyway. I'm not sure what else to say. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. Nothing's going on. Everyone just paused.
Shine, why don't you tell us a joke to get the viewers entertained with a nice joke?
Shine.
The only jokes I can think of are offensive.
I knew that was gonna. Yeah, that's okay. Offensive jokes are funny, but we're not gonna do them.
How about EPM?
Okay, cool. Back to the game. Woo! Yes. Yeah. That's all Dota needs is an APM tab. Beastmaster does not go down to first blood, like we were hoping. Venomancer, is he still disconnected?
Yeah, but they're playing him.
Okay. Just making sure here. Venomancer, oh no, not the courier! As my mic gets ripped out.
Venomancer not even in the game except the courier kill, so shoutouts to EXE for...
Like, it's okay, we can play with Venomancer anyway, because we are baller. Venomancer is going to, it looks like, do some supporting here for Leshrac and mid. Tidehunter doing, is Tidehunter, like, just following Venomancer? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah,
yes,
but
it is.
Tide probably control him. They tried for a gank mid, but when Runner ran away, which freed up the courier to get killed, so... Kind of a mistake, but kind of not. But as they leave the lane now, AM has to deal with Darkseer, who'll be able to get up some good farm now.
I'm actually kind of worried about Beastmaster here. If he's going to be able to really kind of deny. I mean, look at all those minions from Enigma right now. It's going to be a little bit difficult for Beastmaster to keep up with his farm. We see Sand King really trying to pursue him and say, "Hey, get out of here." I mean, looking at the creep kills so far, he only has 4 creep kills, and that is it. So his farm is being denied by a large margin. There goes those axes in again, flying. Oh no, this might be first blood. They're trying to tower dive, but they wisely back off. Beastmaster trying to do something, but he doesn't have any support right now, unfortunately. Venomancer and Tidehunter are just kind of sitting back. Unfortunately, again, Beastmaster just not being able to do anything. Oh no, there goes that Edict. He gets Windrunner. This is going to be first blood to Leshrac. Wonderful job there. That Edict just getting Windrunner, catching on herself. Unfortunately, it looked like her cape kind of got in the way there and snagged herself on one of those spikes. So unfortunately, Windrunner goes down to first blood. Anti-Mage, looking at his farm right now, is sitting on 25, where Darkseer still doesn't have that decent a farm, to be honest. Anti-Mage has been able to deny quite a lot of his actual farm, by doing a lot of blast hits and not allowing him to get any farm. So Anti-Mage is doing a very, very good job. Darkseer not having the best time right now.
Yeah, he has
oh no, Sand King gets Tidehunter and Veno out a little bit out of position here. Here comes Enigma with some backup. He does have that stun. He does use it on Vengeful. Vengeful is going to drop a ward before he dies. Shackle not going to be landing on anything. Here goes the Edict there on Sand King. Sand King does stun him, but it's going to die because Leshrac is using that Edict. Unfortunately, another stun there by Leshrac. Leshrac actually taking down Windrunner taking down Leshrac. Dyslexic moment, I apologize. Beastmaster getting stunned by Enigma. Morphling taking out Tidehunter. Wow, just a lot of deaths going around for Team EXE. Unfortunately, not the best trade-off they were hoping for.
Yeah, and RJK Tinfoil picked up 2 kills on this well-known in this tournament Morphling. So picks up his ring regen. He has boots. He has 2 4-man shields. So I mean, he has 2 slippers of agility. So you can either make double Wraithband or go for a 4-man shield. I'd like to see him pick up a Ring of Aquila. It's a real good item, I think, on any really ranged agility hero.
Darkseer getting completely caught out of position top here. Oh wow, Anti-Mage using that ult to try and seal the kill, but Leshrac getting the kill there with his AoE. Unfortunately, not the best timing there for Darkseer. Trying to surge, but running right into Leshrac. Leshrac getting pounded on here by Sand King. Sand King trying to stun, but Leshrac does have both of his stuns and his abilities up, so they're going to have to be a little bit extra careful as well here. They're going to try and push mid up just a tad bit with Windrunner. But Leshrac is going to be there to really deny that push any further. Beastmaster getting, again, just really pushed out. He does have the assistance of Tidehunter and Venno. Venno still only at level 3. Tidehunter is at level 4. He does have a good number of his abilities, but Beastmaster might be able to start farming just a tad bit more. Morphling does have quite a lot of good farm right now.
Yeah, Morphling is farming really well. So is Anti-Mage, though. Anti-Mage at 40 CS has his Vanguard. It's typical build you go when you're up against another strong right-click carry hero, as he is up against Morphling. Morphling has only about 30 CS, but he has a tower kill, and he has a kill as well. Anti-Mage, I'm not sure. He has no kill. He only has an assist, so I say they're about even in farm. And Windrunner looks like she might go down, and she does.
Well, you know, Anti-Mage having Vanguard before 10 minutes is really, really good. You see that. You very, very rarely see that. They're really trying to get that Sand King. Wow, Sand King just dies in a pillar of spikes there. Very, very painful death. Venomancer almost going down to creeps and the tower. Tidehunter desperately trying to save him. Both of those low health. If Enigma wants to play his cards right, he's going to be able to at least catch Tidehunter out of position. Does have that level 2 stun there. This is going to be very, very close. I believe... No, Tidehunter does survive there. Wow, 17 HP with Tidehunter almost going down there. He is going to TP and get out of there just in time. Enigma almost taking down Tidehunter.
Yeah, one thing I didn't like about that, if you noticed, Morphling has a TP. If he TP'd in there, that's at least 3 kills from Morphling. 3 kills that he could have picked up. So kind of a misplay, but maybe he wasn't paying attention. I don't know, but you got to think, if he would have TP'd, there would have been the rating would have had it probably... would have loved to have Morphling pick up those kills. So kind of maybe a miscommunication or something like that, or his map awareness, he wasn't paying attention, but he could have had at least 3 kills on that. But he's going to pick up some neutral farm right here, just so the lane can push more so he can farm more. So pretty good. I mean, I was still, as a Morphling, I would love to get killed. I love to get kills, period. Who doesn't like to get killed? That's the question.
Exactly.
But,
you know, one thing I want to point out, though, is that Venomancer is still DC'd, and Team EXE has been able to do a very, very good job of controlling 2 of those heroes when you normally only control 1. So good job there by Team EXE, still being able to use their disconnected teammate who's having internet problems, really trying to get back into the fight. So they're doing a very good job with Venomancer. Venomancer just is kind of like on follow for Tidehunter right now. Unfortunately, they won't be able to use his gold to buy items with. He is sitting at 1,000-some gold already, which is a lot of money for Venomancer because he's still able to be played. But unfortunately, they can't use anything. Leshrac going around to try and bait out Sand King, which it looks like he might be able to do. There goes that invisibility rune for Leshrac. If they're not careful, they're going to have to be really careful. Anti-Mage really trying to get some kills here for on the Darkseer. I'm not sure why I jumbled my words there.
Darkseer. Leshrac
Yes.
spots this out, though. Leshrac knows, like, what's going on.
Yeah, Leshrac does have vision of both of these heroes. We are seeing a small engagement at mid there. Venomancer being caught out of position here. And there goes that shackle shot, just stunning it enough. Anti-Mage does pick up the kill for Darkseer. Leshrac is chasing down Morphling. Does he have his stun ready? He does have a stun ready. If he's able to time it right, he does time it right there. Anti-Mage does not have his ult yet. He can blink, though, to steal the kill for Morphling. Oh, he does not. They actually cancel the TP that was going in there. Anti-Mage picks up that double kill, Leshrac getting that assist kill as well. So a 2-for-1 trade-off for the Dire team.
Yeah, kind of a misclick on Kent's off the TP. That was kind of a mistake because you see they were backing up. But then they realized that there was no TP in, so Anti-Mage and Leshrac decided, let's go for it. And Leshrac now has 2,200 gold in his bank. So I wonder, he'll probably go for Bloodstone or BKB, something like that. Now we see Millen going to be in trouble.
Oh no, Windrunner. She does have that Windrunner ability, and it does get slowed and stunned there as well by Beastmaster. Unfortunately, she does go down. Leshrac is on a nice killing spree, which is really going to give him a lot of gold and just a lot of item diversibility right now. Darkseer does have that Iron Shell, and he does have his Soul Ring, trying to get enough farm as possible. But again, they're not denying Anti-Mage's lane as much as they should be. They're letting him get too much farm.
As we see some troll going out from Stoic talking about the Venomancer that disconnected. He's been microing them all game.
That's hilarious.
Good micro though. Good play from Stoic. Is now he camps the rune and lets Leshrac come and pick up the illusion rune.
Yeah, Leshrac sitting at almost 3,000 gold. Morphling though sitting at almost 2,000 gold as well. So keep that in mind. Morphling does have a quite bit of farm as well. So just kind of remember that, you know, Leshrac does have good farm, but so does Morphling.
Yeah, and I wonder what Morphling. He's probably gonna go for Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah, that's kind of the typical item build there for Morphling players that are not going shotgun build. We are seeing Anti-Mage though being chased by Darkseer. Anti-Mage kind of trolling, trying to pick up Darkseer again, but Sand King is there. He does realize he might have overstayed his welcome there. He is going to back off. Darkseer popping that Soul Ring to give himself some extra mana just in case he does need it. They're going to try and pick up Windrunner here in the middle. Lots of pings going down right now. We do see Tidehunter and wow, almost going down to that power shot. Windrunner knows she can get him. I think she's actually going to try and go for it. Yes, she is. This could be messy for Veno and Tide, but Leshrac is there to help them pick off Windrunner. Oh no, Windrunner does see him. Here comes that Edict. There goes the Gush. Windrunner is going to use Windrunner to get away. She is trying desperately to get away. There goes that Ravage on Tide, and the double stun and the Gale. Can she get... She gets a double kill! Windrunner with the double kill. Landing that power shot just before Leshrac does finish her off. That was awesome. Very, very nice job there by Windrunner.
Great play by Millen's Windrunner as we see him pick up a double kill just with that power shot. Just at the last second, too. Last second, he got the cast off and is able to pick up 2 kills. So, good play from Millen. As now we see Morphling and Anti-Mage continue to do what they do best in farm. As Anti-Mage just picks up a kill on the Shrek. As Anti-Mage going for Vlad's now. He's going for Vlad's Vanguard build.
Regeneration.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of farm that he's getting right now is pretty ridiculous. If we look at the gold graph really quick, it's been pretty much even all game up until around the I'm going to say around the 13-minute mark. It really started going in favor of the Dire. But, you know, XP-wise, it's pretty much been all over the place. Again, it really picked up around the 13-minute mark and is really in heavily favor of the Dire again as well.
As Morphling goes down, if you take a look at Leshrec's items, he seems to be going Scepter. Which is very weird. I haven't seen Scepter build on Leshrac for a long time because it does take a lot of mana to use. I've seen players even skip Leshrac style because they feel like it doesn't really do anything. But, I mean...
Well, you know, EXE does have a disconnected party member, so they are kind of, you know, trying to micro an extra hero, so I think they might want to try and push the game and end it early. And if Leshrac goes Scepter, it gives him more HP, gives him more intellect, of course. But it also gives his ult just a huge amount of damage per second increase. I mean, right now at level 2, we see 100 damage per second, and if he gets that Scepter, it'll increase it tremendously.
Power shot just rips through Beastmaster and Leshrac, as Leshrac finally picks up his Scepter.
I feel that Anti-Mage is just farming way too heavily up top right now.
No. Well, he's 88 for 34. 34 denies. When was the last time you've seen 34 denies in the game? Because it's been a long time since I've seen 34
Not,
denies in the game.
yeah, I mean, I haven't seen 34 denies in quite a while. And that's mainly due because Darkseer is able to put on the Iron Shell, but Anti-Mage is just really doing a good job at stopping the farm that he would usually get, just denying his own creeps.
Yeah. As we see, Morphling did pick up double Wraithband as he was struggling to survive, so picks up Wraithband and then picks up double Wraithband and turns one of those Wraithband until...
Tidehunter being caught a little bit out of position there. There's that stun there as well from Sand King. Here comes the actual teleport, but Windrunner again with another hero power shot. Very, very nice job there. And Tidehunter's a little confused at how that actually happened. Windrunner doing a very, very good job with those power shots this game. But Darkseer at top going to be caught way out of position there by Leshrac. Leshrac using those illusions to actually block him, which is quite funny. Anti-Mage picking up the kill there with his Mana Void ability.
Smilin picks up another power shot kill. That's 4 or 5 power shot kills this game for him. He's gonna get the towers. Great ward deny by. I'm gonna say it's by Tidehunter because he's been controlling Venom all game. But great ward deny. Ward denied the tower. Great play by whoever did it for Team EXE.
Yeah, again, Leshrac picking up more kills.
Yeah, they basically win this game 4v5 right now. But well, 5v5. I guess 5v5. They control, but basically four players on 5 heroes is kind of hard to do. So shout out, good play from them. Now we see it look like a little bit of a mid push now. As they could basically, as Morphling goes aggressively on Anti-Mage, really not a good choice. As you see his mana just get drained down.
Well, keep in mind too, Enigma. We have not seen a Enigma Black Hole yet as well. He has not used it yet. He does have the Ring of Basilius. He does have his Magic Wand at about 6 stats. So if he needed to, he could pop his ult and then use his staff to regain some of that mana back. But Enigma needs a good black hole for Sand King's Epicenter to actually really work. And here, this might be a possible opportunity for a black hole, but no, it does not. Here comes the black hole. It needs to be there. Nice job with that black hole, getting Anti-Mage and Beastmaster in there as well. Leshrac picking up so much kills there. Anti-Mage getting a mega kill with that Mana Void, but Leshrac's ult, he actually did not pop the ult. I was assuming he did, but he did not. Leshrac using just his Edict and his Split Earth to really just do a lot of damage there. And there goes that Shackle trying to pin somebody to a tree, not being able to. Anti-Mage trying to just desperately run away and doing a good job at it as well. That black hole was very, very good, but there was too many people there already damaging and doing a lot of AoE damage as well. Leshrac being one of those heroes that's just doing a lot of good teamfight damage right now.
Yeah, and also Morphling uses his Replicate on Anti-Mage and basically takes over a strong Anti-Mage illusion and basically puts on Anti-Mage and just drains all his mana. So good play for Morphling to realize that he can do that, which is probably a pain to Anti-Mage, realizing that where's all my mana now? You know, as he really gets a taste of his own medicine as they put the Anti-Mage Replicate on him. As you see a little bit of Troa from Israel has 2,500 gold in the stash, 2,500 gold, and he hasn't come back yet. So his internet probably crapped out real bad or something along those lines. As he's only level 4, but he has 2,500 gold. But, yeah.
Oh boy, it sucks that you know the player did just disconnect and the internet kind of went bonkers. But EXE is doing a very, very good job of just kind of controlling the extra heroes that they have to deal with there, which is very big props to them, and it really shows how well their team communicates and just kind of how well that they have really, really good hero control right now. Darkseer really trying to get back that farm. He has Sand King now. It's going to support him and kind of push back Anti-Mage a little bit. Keep in mind, Anti-Mage does have his ult ready, he does have his sticks ready, and he does have just a lot of good items on his side right now.
Yeah, as now they're going to pick off Enigma in the jungle here, it seems.
Oh, this might be close, but that Shackle definitely saving. There goes that stun there. If Leshrac wants to, he'll be able to get him. There goes the godlike spree for Leshrac. Here comes the Burrow Strike from Sand King. There's the vacuum to Darkseer. There's a Shackle to the tree by Tidehunter. Tidehunter does have his Ravage. He does use it. Down goes, wow, there, down goes. Ow, oh, Jiminy Crickets. That's just so much damage being all at once. Leshrac still not popping his ult, really saving that for whenever he feels like it. Tidehunter finally goes down to Sand King after a 3-for-2 trade-off there for the Dire.
Good Dactyl strike to stop Tidehunter's TP, and then Sand King stuns him and took the kill from as we see Venno now, AFK in the field. But yeah, Venno, like we were saying, sad to see that he disconnected and everything. Something that we really want.
Leshrac having a 13-to-1 kill lead is just insane. He's doing such a good job at just really getting in there, popping off all of his AoE spells, and just kind of sitting there and letting everyone die. Keep in mind, he has not used his ult yet, and here comes the Edict there into, that's just so much damage there by Leshrac. Leshrac is able to really do a lot of hard-hitting damage. With that invisibility rune, he was able to surprise Sand King very, very effectively. Anti-Mage just kind of mopping up the rest of his mana as well. Leshrac pretty much being the hero player right now on the Team EXE's team right now, I feel. Windrunner being very, very effective as well for Team RJK, and I feel that it's still a pretty close game, but we need to see some really, really good Enigma black holes for the team fights to really go towards RJK's favor right now.
Yeah, and Leshrac's been like 40 gold away from his Bloodstone. I think, no matter of fact, he has it now, so Leshrac's going to just go pick up his Bloodstone. So Leshrac is really farmed. He is 14-1 with 87 creep build. He's 14-1-5, so he's been getting a majority of the kills, which is good to see. Is 138 CS for Anti-Mages. Now he has his Manta style. It's not looking good for RGK, but one Enigma ult, one Epicenter could change this fight, as we see.
There's a black hole, though. It gets quite a number of people in there. There goes the wall, and there goes the actual stun there for Enigma as well. Shackling Anti-Mage to a tree, and unfortunately, no one dies except for the people on the Radiant side. This really shows you the power of team communication right here, right now. They're doing a very, very good job at just really kind of communicating with their entire team. We do see, Morphling has a decent amount of farm. He does have a decent amount of items as well. It looks like he is almost done with his Lincoln Sphere. He is probably about 500 gold away from really being able to finish it. He is morphing a little bit more stats into agility, and so that's going to give him a little bit more attacking power as well, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, and also, Morphling finishes treads. That's why he looks like he's kind of broke, but he's really not. He has treads, pretty good farm. Treads, Vanguard, Vlad's, Manta, Juan, TP Scroll, 900 in the bank, so pretty good. He'll probably go for Basher next, is my thought, but I really don't know.
Yeah. Now, Sand King with that Epicenter, he does actually pull it off. He might actually be able to get it, but Leshrac, gosh, just doing so much AoE damage. Here comes Morphling trying to get a kill here. Can he do it? No, he cannot. He is not able to pick up another kill by Leshrac. Leshrac having a ton of HP and mana regen right now.
Yeah, Darkseer is also a good counter to Anti-Mage as well because of his wall. It replicates an image of Anti-Mage, so you got the replicate from Morphling and then the wall image from Darkseer, which focus also on Darkseer. I mean, on Anti-Mage, and he basically has no mana. So that's good as well. As we see now, Venomancer still hasn't connected back to the game. He's level 7 now, though. They're doing a pretty good job.
4,000 gold. I'm pretty sure the team's wishing that he could actually use this golden Venomancer, but unfortunately they can't. He's just really good for his Gale and his wards, unfortunately. I think they're just kind of using him as bait now. Looking at the items for Leshrac, he has quite a lot. Sand King is trying to escape, but that damage from Leshrac just does so much. Windrunner trying to Windrun away. Leshrac might be able to get an Edict there, but he does use that Surge. Going to be stunned there with Enigma. More AoE damage going down. That wall being placed down there to try and get some extra damage in there. Tidehunter using that Ravage to completely take off Enigma's kill there. Unfortunately, Windrunner might be able to get a Shackle off if she really wants to. Missing that power shot, unfortunately. Here comes Morphling. A good Shackle there by Windrunner. Morphling taking out Tidehunter. Leshrac doing just a crap ton of damage to his heroes. Still has not popped off his ult yet. Morphling is going to go down to Leshrac here as well. And this is going to be close. Here goes that edict. There goes that stun. And there goes the death for the Shrek.
Triple kill for the Shrek.
And
21-1 on the Shrek. That's something you don't see. Is they're calling good games now, and EXE looks like they're going to take their championship this week.
Yeah, congratulations to Team EXE for being the victors this week. Thank you to all the teams who participated in the tournament this week. I know it was kind of a smaller show-up, but finals week is this week, and I know a couple of people who are just kind of going crazy and trying to study because they didn't study all year. Because, hey, I was in college once. I understand you just kind of procrastinate and do it all at the end. But again, guys, thanks to our sponsors, CodeBoxMedia.com, DirtNapGaming.com. Thank you to Shiny for being our cameraman, and thank you to Tony, my co-caster, partner in crime. And see you guys next week, guys.